I'm here today with Jay Moulet, who has gone through our Total Life Fitness Academy and is going to share his journey with us today. So Jay, first, let's just start with, maybe who you are, where you live and what you were doing before you joined our program.
Thanks, Luke, for your time. I appreciate this. As Luke said, Jay Moulet from Waunakee, Wisconsin. I started this journey several years ago in the keto diet and had saw Luke's social media presence and really wanted to know more about his eating and health plans.
Awesome, Jay. Well, yeah, we're again super excited to have you. So, you obviously joined our program a few months ago. I know a lot of people, when they see programs are like, oh, why should I join that? I may be a little hesitant. Did you have any hesitations about joining our program initially?
Initially, yeah, Luke, I did, because I thought I had a clear plan based on the keto diet I was living for the last 3 years. But I knew there was more to my eating habits and more to your program that you had to offer, for sure.
Awesome. So you ultimately decided to make the leap. So take us through kind of what made you decide to join the Total Life Fitness Academy ultimately, and what's maybe the biggest value maybe that you didn't even expect to receive that you feel like you've gotten from it?
Yeah, great question. So what started this again was the idea of having a set routine, but being able to maintain my weight was my biggest fear. But then able to join your program, understand the program, the exercise routine of it, really the eating habit and the psychological part of eating parts, and knowing that I could mix up the macros differently than the keto had and still get the same results. And then being able to strengthen up my rotator cuff issues that I've had in the past through your weight training programs.
Awesome. Super happy to hear that. So why don't you now, for everyone, they're probably wondering, okay, well, what's been your biggest win? Take us through what have been your biggest, top couple wins of the program?
Yeah, as we've talked before, Luke, the biggest win I have two wins. One was the fear of getting off my keto diet that I had been on the past 3 years. I've lost 37 pounds, which was a big win for me, but I was fearful of getting off that diet. And then once I started working with you and you started educating me on how the macros work and remaining that same calorie count, I was blown away just by the fact that I was able to lose weight, actually more weight on your program, and able to fuel my body more so by going through the workouts and feeling better with my workouts. Second big win, I've had a rotator cuff issue for the past 18 months. The routines that you and Mark put me through were invaluable because I was able to still work out. I was lifting heavier now than I was, say, 18 months ago, just by simple exercise you've given me. It's been great.
Awesome. Well, yeah, that's good to hear. I know those pesky injuries can add up, and it's good to hear that you've been able to train around it and train through it as well. So yeah, like I said, super happy to hear about that. Adding carbs back in, kind of going off keto and building that back into your life, I know is a big win for you. So for anyone who's maybe, listening to you right now and they're like, oh, this program kind of sounds interesting, and are maybe on the fence about joining or inquiring about the program, what would you say to that person?
Another great question. And I too had looked at Luke's Facebook presence for months and saw who's this guy out there. If I can give any advice to anyone, it's really make the call, at least talk to Luke about what you're going through, not only physically, but psychologically, about your eating habits and your weight training program. Again, invaluable lessons that he'll give. And again, what's it hurt to make the call and have that discussion with him and his team?
Absolutely. So happy to hear that and appreciate your time.
Thanks, Luke. I appreciate it.